All right, so what are you passionate about?
One of the things that I'm really passionate about is queer rights and accessibility and gender equality, and just ensuring that most people live comfortably and safely.
And can you talk a little bit more about why that's important to you?
Yeah, well, as a queer person, at 32 years old, living in a home with immigrant parents, it was kind of hard on me to come out at 19 and to kind of carve out a space for myself. So, whatever I can do to lend a hand to others is super, super important to me.
The sport of rowing.
And what sparks that passion for you in rowing?
I spent most of my youth rowing. It took me all the way to the Olympics, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
What am I passionate about? I am passionate about self-improvement, sports, helping others. For example, for helping others, I personally believe that as humans, we were created to help others and provide value to others first and foremost. I think the people who are out for themselves will definitely reach a point where they are stuck and are lacking fulfillment, and I think they won't be able to continue progressing in life if they're just out for themselves. And I think there's so much amazing things that can come of just putting others before yourself first and being interested in what they have to say first and listening to what others have to say first. And I think it only makes you a better leader and somebody that people can look up to as well. So it's kind of give and take.
Passionate about living life, I guess.
So what are you passionate about?
It's music.
Music, and what types of feeling do you get from music that sparks that passion?
All emotion. Best emotion for me is of course happiness.
I think ultimately I'm passionate about autonomy and the ability for every being to live autonomously, and that extends to the planet and nature, and I was trying to find a way to fit in that way. I can't really put it down to anything other than that. I'm always kind of seeking out the truth in things. To me, it just means wherever you're at, whoever you are, to just live openly and honestly, and embrace the individuality that you are, and and that includes environment as well.
I'm passionate about going out in nature, camping, kayaking, stuff like that, getting away from the city. Enjoy the city, but it's much nicer to wake up and hear nobody. Oh, lack of having to read my phone. Lack of hearing beeps and pops and see artificial glows of the screen and stuff like that. That's what I like about being out in nature.
I'm passionate about learning and education and learning more about the world around you to better enhance your daily life.
I'm passionate about healthy living. What you put in your body is the fuel that we provide it, so give it something good.
I'm passionate about nature. I really like to be close to the trees and the forests, to have contact with the water, especially the ocean.
And what type of feelings do you get when you're around nature?
It's something like a really calm feeling. And I feel really happy. It's like a grateful feeling.
Evidence-based policy making.
Can you explain a little bit about that?
I think that is how we can make good policies so everyone can succeed. If you use proper research to just form it, and you don't have political biases or influence affecting what happens to people.
All right, so what are you passionate about?
Being with our family.
And what types of feelings do you get when you're with your family?
Excitement, fun.
Well, we're both passionate about animal rights. We're both vegans, and we're passionate about people aligning their morals with their actions and doing what they can to reduce the harm that we inflict on all kinds of animals around the world every day.
Yeah, well said.
That's awesome. And why is that important to you?
Yeah, I think it's important because it shows that you can learn, you can change. Like, I ate meat for most of my life and I was convinced that it was the way to go and it's the right thing to do, and no one could convince me otherwise. And then, yeah, do my own research and come to my own conclusions and making that decision. It's kind of really like fulfilling to know that you can change and surprise yourself when you're so like devout.
And I think this past year with COVID, like, we're starting to learn about the ways we've been conditioned into like living, like why we're living this way just because we always have. And I think if people move into that in more areas of their life, like everyone loves their dog, they love their cat and their animal pet, and to be able to, like, so we know that in people's hearts they care about animals, and it's just right to feel that about all kinds of animals.